Let's have a session on Taylor's scientific management. So this theory is very much based on the financial end of the motivation theories. And it goes as follows. So F.W. Taylor came up with the idea that you should monitor and observe your workers. Monitor and observe them. And once you've got enough data, which is why it's a scientific approach, you should then try and come up with the very best way of completing the job with respect to output per day. So it really leans itself to manufacturing. Now, once you've done that, you've come up with the very best way of completing the job, managers should look to put in place clear procedures, a clear guidebook of how you do that very best way of producing with respect to that output per day. Once you've done and you've come up with essentially a guidebook of how you need to do that, you then, as managers, need to provide training based on that. So you get your employees trained up and you know what they're supposed to be doing, they know what they're supposed to be doing, and the idea is that you will increase efficiency in that because everyone's doing it the same way and everyone's been skilled in that area. Now, based on 2, where you've developed the very best way of doing it, and based on that data that you have, you would know that you have a realistic target of your output per day, what you expect your workers to hit per day, what number you expect them to hit, based on the fact that they are now trained and they are now following those clear procedures. So if you have that number, whatever it may be, if the number produced by one worker is less than that, you would look to give them more training. So essentially they'd go back to step 4. If they produce a number greater than the target you've set, the realistic target you set, you would give them a bonus. But moreover, Taylor believed that money massively motivates workers and therefore they should be paid on a piece rate, essentially paid per unit. So that's important because when we come to the clear procedures and training in place is that they're more likely to follow it because they know that is the best way based on the scientific approach and they are motivated by money and will want that piece rate. But there are limitations to this model. Limitation number 1 is simply, it's just too crude. It's all about money and nothing else. And especially in the knowledge economy that we exist in now, innovation and creativity are incredibly important and they're just not accounted for in this model. But anyway, I hope that helps and I'll see you for the next session.